Alright, here we go, here we go. Alright, so I'm going to jump straight into it. This is my stuff from Japan. I got back about 2 days ago, but I've only just been able to... excuse me. Only just been able to get around to doing this. So I've also got a box here as well, just put my Pokemon stuff in, which actually has like the Pikachu thing and the Van Gogh one, but from my other video, trick or treat one. But I'm going to put in the Japanese Pokemon stuff inside there anyway. So yeah, I guess I'll get straight to it then. Go through most of the stuff that I picked up as well. So I did pick up a couple of books. I can read Japanese, so there's you know, I thought I'd go into a bookshop and just be like, you know, I'll pick up a couple of things that look interesting. So the first one that I picked up is My Name is Shingo. I've never heard of this. The art style looks it looks quite dark, if you will, in terms of just like the use of black. It kind of just feels like it's a very I don't want to use the word dystopian, but it seems like there's a level of off atmosphere to it. One of my friends, she was telling me about this when I posted it on my Instagram. She's like, oh yeah, I know the series, it's my kind of thing. Her kind of thing even. And because I know her, I was like, yeah, fair enough, I can see how you like this kind of stuff. So yeah, I saw this in, I think it was Book Off. They were posted up on like a bookshelf, and each bookshelf had different layers. One of the rotating ones, the ones you can just kind of spin around and just grab one. So I think My Name is Shingo had about 9 or so in the series. So yeah, I decided to pick up as well. Oddly enough, it was an odd price. It was a 581N. Not entirely too sure why that number was used rather than like the usual 400 or even 1,000. But yeah, 581 yen for My Name is Shingo. So this is something I just randomly picked up. Give it a go, see how it is. Another book that I picked up, or I should say manga in this case. Oh, and there goes the camera. Great, I'm 2 minutes in, I've already dropped the camera. Alright. So are we back? Are we back on track? Yeah. Alright, so the next thing I picked up as well was this. So this is Kobo a Kobo. Yeah, Kobo a Kobo, or Kobo a Kobo Kobo. Kobo a Kobo. Yeah, that kind of messed up that reading already. This looks like it's a newish book. Manga, I should say. This is the 3rd printing as well. So yeah, I saw this on the shelf. No idea what it is. Turns out there's actually a movie of it coming out soon. Or actually, it came out today actually, the 17th. Oh, yesterday. Yeah. So this is a Rodoshu. So there's a roadshow of it. Yeah, so it turns out that this actually came out yesterday, the movie for this. So I like the look of this because it looks like more of like a Western style kind of manga, especially when you look at some of the images on the inside. Obviously it's Western style manga. Yeah, I guess you could say like Western style manga, if you will. Very much like a down to earth type manga, which is the kind of thing that I am looking to read. So yeah, this looked pretty cool as well. It does also have a sticker, which I've just dropped somewhere. I don't know where that's gone. It came with I guess it came with a picture of the main character. There she is there, and I guess that's the actress playing her in the new film. The one that just came out yesterday, funny enough. So I will actually give this a read. I think this series as well had about 9 or so. So I'm not entirely too sure. I can't exactly remember off the top of my head how many it was, but I think on the shelf there's about 9 or so of this as well. Yeah, I don't know where that sticker's gone. If I just dropped it somewhere, whatever way I'll find it. Also, this wasn't wrapped up properly. That is one thing about Japan. They do look after a lot of their stuff, so it's definitely made me feel like I need to do the same as well. You know, look after my books and stuff. So yeah, that's great. Already lost the sticker for that thing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so there's a picture of the main character there. So I'll stick that in there. Next up, I picked up, just because, why not? I wanted to be in on it when it came out. And that was an issue of Koro Koro magazine. The cool thing about this one is it does actually come with an exclusive Koro Koro Pokemon card as well. So for me, it was definitely worth picking up because, you know, it's a neat little collectible, something pretty neat, I think. And also, my camera's not zooming in, or focusing, sorry. Is it focusing now? No. So yeah, I picked up an issue of this because I want to join in when it comes out. And I do have a few issues of Koro Koro comic, but that was only because I wanted it for the Nintendo Switch collectible, but I don't actually need it now. So yeah, pick up, get a Pokemon card, have a good read through this, see what's currently happening in Japan with its comics, and yeah, that was a pretty neat one. I've got one over here as well, actually. One that I did also pick up because it came out at the same time, and that was this issue. This issue of One Piece. It's the latest issue. It just came out. So yeah, why not pick that up as well and join in with everyone on One Piece. Obviously, I'm not going to read it because I am actually watching One Piece at the moment. So I don't just want to skip to the latest issue when I'm, you know, barely into the anime itself. A couple of hundred episodes in, but still, this is enough for me to spoil potentially something to look forward to anyway. So yeah, I picked up the latest issue of One Piece because Japan is quite cheap of a lot of aspects, and this was only 480 yen. So a new issue of a manga, the biggest manga probably, and now the second biggest comic book of all time, for a little over a fiver. Why not join in with Japan when it comes out, which is a neat little, if you will, like memory of my time in Japan. So I did also go to the Nintendo store as well. I'm going to be jumping around different days and things I picked up. So I'll quickly go through these. These are the two promotional events I got for my birthday. I'll do a separate video on those. These are special Pokemon promotional cards. I did choose Pawmot as my, or Pamor for my birthday, which is pretty cool. But I will come back to that in a separate video. So I do have that. Yeah, so I went to the Nintendo store. I'll put these to the side. The Nintendo store is actually in Shibuya, and it's here actually. I've got it here, so you can see that here's the receipt. So this is Shibuya, and that is the Parco building. So the Parco building actually shares its floor with the with Nintendo, with Capcom. So I'll pick a little souvenir for my friend I picked up for her. Capcom store, the Shonen Jump store. I don't really read Shonen Jump, but I did decide to get like a Luffy coin, just again as a little mini souvenir for my event. So you just squash the coin, and there's like a little Luffy face on that with Shonen Jump. So yeah, it's Nintendo, Capcom, Shonen Jump, and the other big one, Pokemon as well. There will be videos on my channel of me going to each one, which I'll do separately. Capcom one is quite small. But it's okay, I still love Capcom still anyway, so I still checked out. The Nintendo one is the big one, which is nice, and the Pokemon one is also really nice as well. So that's actually where I picked up the special promotional Pokemon little birthday bouquet, and also it came with a special download code for those who have got their birthday during their birthday month. If they turn up to an event, they can get one of them. So I picked up this from the Nintendo store. I didn't really want to buy too much. It is very much a premium store as well, so a lot of the things that you buy there are going to be very expensive. So the things I did pick up were mainly souvenirs for friends as well. And my one little thing that I got for myself was a KK sticker, which I don't know if it has the price, but this was one of the cheapest things, and even then I still think it was like £8 or so. I mean, this is my first time going to a store like this as well. Like, I'm not really a Disney fan, so I assume this is what Disney fans are like when they go to like a Disney store, where everything is very expensive, but it's the same extremely high quality stuff as well. So I picked up a KK sticker for myself, and I also picked up these incredible looking Super Mario cards, and on the back as well, they actually look amazing. So I'm hoping, let me just see if my camera does focus on this. No, it doesn't, but I can at least turn the brightness up at least. Make it look a bit easier to see. So yeah, picked up these nice Nintendo cards. So that was for myself as well, and this wasn't exactly cheap. I think it was about 2000 N, so you're looking at around £15 again, but it's premium stuff, so you're getting your money's worth and you're getting high quality stuff out of that. For myself and my friends, I've been trying to get him to read stuff in Japanese, and instead of just getting him random books that he probably won't read, I'm like, what would he want to read? So I picked up a couple of pamphlets because, you know, we're both Nintendo or just gaming fans, so I also picked up these to help maybe if he's interested in wanting to read something. So this is for me, it's a Pokemon from the Pokemon Cafe, which I don't want to jump into just yet, but it's I've separated these out actually. So we've got some Nintendo pamphlets here from the Nintendo store. So just how to set your Switch up online, so this here just says starter guide. We've got Mario no Softo Atsumemashita. So this is like gathering it's like a collection of Mario software. So if I open it up, it should have a couple of, yeah, so the new Mario Wonder, Mario Kart, Smash Bros, the new Mario RPG, which I'm looking forward to, Mario Odyssey, Mario Party, the two Mario Parties, Mario vs Donkey Kong, and the new upcoming Princess Peach game as well. And then just the timeline of Mario. So I picked up that for him to read because that's, you know, something you probably want to read. There's also the Mario RPG pamphlet as well. So this one is mine here. I'm going to keep my receipts in it because I use it for my travel book. So yeah, you can see in the Shibuya Parko building, here's what I picked up, and here's the receipt for it. 5,555 N. It's a good number there, I guess. There you go, it's focused. And you can see some of the stuff that I picked up there, although it's in Japanese, so you probably can't read it. There's this one as well, the Capcom store, and then also the Nintendo Tokyo one as well. I like how it's got Pikmin on the back, which is quite cool. And also, I think the Pokemon one, my receipt is in there. I'm not too fussed about receipts. I keep the receipts just because as a reminder. That's quite nice. So we've got this. I've got a couple of other pamphlets as well here from the Nintendo store. These were free to pick up as well, so free to pick up and take away. So this is about starting your Nintendo Switch, just like things you can do with it. And some, basically, just information on the Switch. And this is Hajimete no Softo Erabu, so starting to choose your first. Basically, that says start choosing your first Nintendo Switch software. So this is quite a cool read as well. Helps improve Japanese, something that I would want to read, and you know, is good for AJAT style learning. So yeah, just a couple of pamphlets from me and my friend. Another his RPG one as well. Next up, there's this Mario Wonder one which is kind of all over Japan. So this is, I don't actually recognize her in this photo. My friend pointed it out to me, and it's the I forgot what her name is, but she's the actress from Nigahazu, or like We Got Married to Avoid Embarrassment or something like that. I've actually watched the whole series on Netflix, and that's her. It doesn't look like her, and I'm still finding it hard to see that that's her face. It's just the screenshot that they use, the photo that they use of her isn't something I can really see. But yeah, it's just the Japanese Mario Wonder one. She's also on the advert as well, the CM, if you will. So it's just a cool thing for me to pick up as well. Have a quick read through related to Super Mario Wonder. Nothing really too special about that, but a neat little extra, if you will. They have these as well. My friend Hanako, she actually gave me this, and she gave me hers in a Kirby tube, so I'll be keeping that one. But these are actually, I've got another one somewhere, I don't know where I've put it. The cool thing about this, so there is one open, I don't know where it is, but I'll just take this one out anyway. So this one here, what I like about this is that this is actually a poster at the Nintendo store. They're all free to take as well, but it's actually the Smash Bros scroll. So every character up until the very end. So the final character being Steve from Minecraft, but in the Smash Bros Ultimate Mural, or Smash Bros Special if you're in Japan. So yeah, that was the fact you can just pick these up from the store is really cool, and for free as well. My friend Hanako, she picked mine up for me, but then I went to the Nintendo store after her, and I ended up just picking up an extra one as well, because, yeah, why not? It was free as well. And also, just the reverse just shows all the characters. Oh, sorry, the final character being Sora. I don't know why I said Steve, my mistake. It was awesome. Just roll this back up and keep it in the Kirby tube. I may end up pinning it up at some time, but or getting like one hell of a large frame maybe, because why not? So yeah, there's that. Oh, here we go. I just found it here on the floor underneath my leg. From the Capcom store, I picked up a Resident Evil 4 Ashley sticker. These types of stickers are ridiculously common. I'm not too sure why they're so big. I did pick up one. It's actually on my phone now. I've got Alakazam one, or Fudin for Japanese speakers. Get a nice Ashley Resident Evil 4 one, my favourite game of all time, and that's the remake. And then for my friends as a souvenir, I got her a Jill Valentine one as well. So that's pretty cool. So here are some more B-side labels. This is actually from Kichi Georgie. This is the exact same as the ones that you just saw, but I was looking for specific ones. But I don't really want to put stickers over everything anyway. I'm not really that kind of person. Like the back of my phone is all I have, and I think on the back of my laptop there's just like a little mini Mario and a Lucario. But I'm not really one to put stickers over random things personally. So let me just take this out. So this was the shop. I forgot the name of the shop was. It's not this. That's just a pamphlet for it. It was in Kijiji, which is next to where I was living in Setagaya. B-side label. Koemo, Kuremo, Tanashimo, Point card. So it's just a point card. Yeah, this is another B-side label sticker, but I don't actually. I can't remember what the name of the store is. I guess it was just Kijiji shop. So this is the place. You can find this in Kijiji in one of the alleyway areas. Really nice. So I picked up. So at the Capcom store they were sold out of Leon, but when I went to this store in Kijiji, they had Leon. So obviously I'm going to pick up a Leon sticker, and they picked up. And I also managed to pick up a Ryu as well. They had a Ryu doing Hadouken, but yeah, why not just pick up a Ryu B-side label here. And water without any ice. The latest season of The Simpsons. I picked Ryu because I play Ryu, and I admit, you know, water without any ice is pretty godlike. As you can tell as well, even though this wasn't even from the official Capcom store, these are still just the Capcom branded B-side labels. So this one here as well, this is from the Capcom store, exact same. So these are really common in Japan. I've seen them on the back of people's phones all the time, like these types of B-side labels. I don't really understand it myself, but I also don't understand why people decorate their laptop with random stickers, but it's not really for me to understand. Oh, I forgot one more thing. Also from the Nintendo store as well, definitely make sure you do this. So this is just Ganondorf pointing and walking. I don't really get it. But this, if you go to the Nintendo store and you activate your Nintendo account, and then show them that you've got a Nintendo account, they'll actually give you a secret sticker as well. So hey, thank you for showing us you've got a Nintendo account. You've registered with us. With the QR code, we'll then give you one of the stickers out of the selection that they have. You can see on the back as well, it says not for sale, but I don't really care about that. So yeah, these are definitely, make sure if you go to the Nintendo store, this is one of the things that you do, because this is limited to those who do actually have a Nintendo account. And I'm from the UK and it still worked, so it's a Nintendo account around the world, which is pretty nice. So anybody can participate. This is just a Gundam Overboost pamphlet, which I picked up because this game is everywhere in the arcades. So I wanted to pick up, have a read about it, and also have it as a mini souvenir about the arcades. This is from the Shonen Jump store, as I showed earlier on. It's just a Luffy stamp for a coin. And then also from the Resident Evil store as well. I picked up the what do you call it? The B-side label. But I wanted something a bit more interesting, so I picked up a Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil spray, health first aid spray, because I love Resident Evil. It's one of my favourite series of all time. Why not pick up a first aid spray as well? I think it's actually a fragrance spray. I can't actually remember what does it actually say. No, it's just a spray, like an anti what do you call it? Sanitizer spray. 880 yen as well. So again, the Capcom store is next to the Nintendo store on the same floor as the Pokemon one as well. So this is like a premium place to buy Capcom related merch. So I don't want to spend too much because I don't really want to buy big things. But the stuff they had in the Capcom store was incredible, like Devil May Cry Ebony and Ivory guns, or Blue Rose. Some incredible Resident Evil 4 stuff. They had some cool stands for like even Ghost Trick. Obviously there's a lot of Monster Hunter stuff, but I ended up just picking up something nice and neat and small as a reminder, and for my favourite games, one of my favourite game series, which was Resident Evil, or in this case Biohazard. Or got a couple of Momoris. For like different reasons. One of them is a gift for a friend. At the Nintendo store I picked up a souvenir for a friend as well, so it's the Tingle plush. Again, the Nintendo store is awesome, but again it's like a Disney store here. It's a premium store, so everything is extremely expensive, but at the same time it's like the highest grade quality stuff as well, so you know it's going to be a really good gift, and it's going to be a gift that lasts for a long time. Okay, so I also went to Tokyo Tower, and there's a little souvenir for that. Got a Tokyo Tower coin. It does look like a £2 coin we have here. I don't really think Japanese people know that, but yeah, it literally looks like a £2 coin. Let me put this the right way up. Oh, there we go. So you probably can kind of see. Yeah, hold on. Ugh. Leaning at an angle here. Yeah, it is actually Tokyo Tower. It's not going to focus. Yeah, I can't seem to get this focus. It's alright. It just says Tokyo Tower since 1958. And then on the back, it's got this. And if you pay a little bit extra, you can get your name stamped on it. So mine says Taz. And then this also says... whoops. And this is also the back, obviously, which is the date. And I got the date stamped on it, which was the 7th of November, 2023, which is 2 days before my birthday. So, yeah, just a neat little souvenir. But I think it cost like £1,000 or so to get the 1,000 N to get this done. It's about just under £10. So that was pretty neat. Alright. So then we've got the Pokemon store. Now this bag actually contains multiple things from the Nintendo store. So from the different, because I went to I think because Nintendo store and Pokemon Centers are different things. So in Shibuya it's a Pokemon Center, but then there's Pokemon stores where they just sell kind of generic stuff, whereas Pokemon Centers are like we hold events here, and there's a place for like limited edition secret things here as well that you can't get anywhere else. So that was what I picked up at the Pokemon Centre, but I also went to the Pokemon Cafe for my birthday and such. And this box is damaged. So this is just the Cyclizar, or Mototo Kage. I do actually know that, but I forgot what the name was. And these are all the additional ones you can get on the back. Obviously Pikachu and Gengar is there. So yeah, mostly this is the Scarlet and Violet Pokemon, which is a good way to focus on it. So yeah, I picked up one of these. Why not? It was super cheap actually. I think this is like 200 N. So a neat little figure. I'll probably keep it in the box, but the box is a bit fucked now, so I don't know what to do about that. But I'll put this in the Pokemon bag for now. I picked up an Alakazam because it is my favourite Pokemon as well. So Pokemon Fit this is. Or in this case, as I said, it's called Fudin. So that's the Japanese name for Pokemon. And it's a Nuigurumi, which is like which means it's like a toy. So yeah, I picked up an Alakazam. It's my favourite Pokemon. The Pokemon store again, it's a premium Pokemon, Pokemon Centre. It's a premium Pokemon Centre, so everything is expensive. They've got everything you kind of want. So I went there and saw, I don't really collect plushes just because I'm not really into that kind of thing. I see a lot of YouTubers who do, and I'm like, that's cool, but plushes just aren't for me, just because of the space that they take up, and there can be quite a lot to manage. But, you know, why not pick up at least one sort of, in this case, toy, which for me was an Alakazam, my favourite Pokemon of all time. So yeah, and it wasn't too expensive, but they had all the when you see, if you go onto my YouTube channel, you'll find the video of me at the Pokemon Centre, the one in Nihonbashi, next to the which has also got the Pokemon Cafe. So they've got everything there, all the Pokemon on a shelf in plush kind of form, or toy form. I think this is like limited to the actual gacha machine itself, but a Dragonite or a Kairyu. I picked up a Pokemon Gym Gabriasu or Garchomp Froz. I believe the ones in the green are specifically for the Pokemon store itself, so they're limited to that store only because these are the Pokemon Gym series. So that's just the deck box. I picked up a really nice deck box just because I like the look of it, which was Edeka and Tangela. No other reason other than I just love the look of this box. Why not pick it up? So my Greninja stuff, I'm a big fan of Greninja, so I picked up quite a lot actually from the Nintendo store involving Greninja. If I can find the rest, then I can show you that as well, but I don't know where I put it. It's most likely, it's going to be in this bag somewhere, so we'll go through that after. So yeah, I picked up specific exclusive Greninja stuff there. So this is a Greninja damage case. So you can put your damage tokens in and your dice and stuff. So I want to, that was amazing. It's a bit hard to see because of the lighting, but it is actually a Greninja, like doing some cool acrobatics and stuff. So that was pretty neat. Put that in the Pokemon bag. Put this on the back of the suitcase. A Greninja, but these ones are awesome. These are like the cinema experiences. It's like Inteleon, like the Detective of the Night, and then this one's like Greninja, which is, yeah, Midnight Agent, the cinema. These were too cool to pass up. I don't actually want to use them. I like to have them just as collectibles. But yeah, Greninja, with like the cinema aspects. There's quite a few of these. Like I said, Inteleon is one, Gengar is one as well. And they're all Midnight Agents, the cinema. Amazing series. I love these. So Greninja, going to definitely pick that up. I think it's just a random store. You can find these all over the konbinis in Japan, like a Lawson. So I just picked up a Greninja set, super cheap. Why not? This one here was quite cool. So this was, again, if you look on my YouTube channel, there'll be a video for this, but my friends Mimi and Takia took me to the Pokemon Cafe for my birthday. And this is actually, if you look in the video, you can, on the menu, you can get a regular Gengar drink, ice drink, for I think just under 1,000 yen, like 980. But then if you get the next thing on the menu, which is the Gengar drink in the glass, and you pay the extra like 1,200, and you actually get to take the glass with you. Well, not the exact glass, I mean, they'll wash that one, but then you'll be able to basically be given a brand new one. So you can see the design here from the Pokemon Cafe. So as my reminder for the Pokemon Cafe, as a souvenir, I picked up this Gengar glass, which is incredible. I'm not a huge fan of Gengar. Also, just a bit of a hot take, Gengar fans are fucking weird. I don't know what's with you guys, but you having this Gengar face everywhere it's just really fucking weird. But if I could have chosen any other Pokemon, I would happily have taken over a Pokemon. But yeah, the Gengar drink was exclusive. I think it was just a bit of a leftover from Halloween from the Pokemon Cafe. So, you know, it's still a souvenir and it is cool. So that was a great experience at the Pokemon in Nihonbashi. That was Pokemon Centre and the Pokemon Cafe, and also just some additional Pokemon pamphlet to read. So that was nice. Back to the Nintendo store as well. I'm here. This is a souvenir from my friend, for my friend's daughter. Just a Kirby cup. It doesn't say the pricing on here, but again, this was like I don't want to say it's cheap, because it was cheap, but it's also, again, I do small kind of souvenirs, you know, things that I think are interesting rather than extravagant ones, like something crazy. So yeah, I picked this up for my friend's daughter for Christmas. And then also for my friends as well, I picked up from the Nintendo store, an Animal Crossing towel as well, which is really nice. Or even used as a tea towel, it depends. I think it must be meant to be used as a towel. But I love Animal Crossing, she likes Animal Crossing, we've played it a lot together. So I picked up an Animal Crossing, or Dorbutsu no Mori towel, which is really nice. Again, the Nintendo store as well, you know it's going to last. It's like if you go to a Disney store, it's going to last as well. Put this over to the side, actually, I don't want it to roll off. This is from Bookoff Harbs, which was the that was from the cheesecakes. I'm quite tired actually, I'll go to bed after this. So next up, this is a little souvenir that I purchased from Shibuya Sky. This is my final night in Japan. So I picked up, they had loads of little souvenirs and stuff, but I wanted something that just represented my time in Shibuya and my time in Shibuya Sky. So it was the Hachiko statue, and also this one which just says Tokyo Shibuya Japan. I like the style and the layout, so it was definitely two little souvenirs I wanted to pick up just for my time in Shibuya Sky, and also to represent Shibuya. I do have a Shibuya t-shirt as well. It's quite simple from Don Quixote, but I also wanted just to have a postcard, because eventually that t-shirt will, you know, degrade in quality, whereas something like this, two little neat little postcards of my time there, I'll keep it as is. This one is also from Tokyo Tower as well. I'm gonna put this in like my travel diary, that's why. So I have the coin. That's a personal coin for myself. But then I also have this, which was, I think it's like 100 yen, it's like less than £1, 70p that is. So I decided to purchase this, so I can stick it inside my travel diary when I get around to writing it. So I don't want to ruin this too much. I just destroyed opening the thing, but that's rubbish. I don't care about packaging, to be honest. Anyway, so just a picture. It's a postcard picture of, yeah, I kind of fucked up the postcard actually, but it's right, of Tokyo Tower. Pretty neat those. Tokyo Tower was amazing, by the way. I loved it. Shibuya Sky was probably better though, I think, for me in the end, just because you were out at the very top in the open, which was just one hell of a sight. So I've got some receipts in there again for my travel diary, so I'll keep those to the side. Birthday present from Natalie, so I'll keep that to the side. Got a couple of pamphlets here as well, so just some things I picked up on the way out. So Nakano Broadway as well. Nakano Broadway is a big weeb area. It's actually in the Digimon game Cyber Sleuth, but going there was incredible because there's just loads of weeby shit there. I'm not really a weeb or into otaku stuff anymore, but it's still good to go and see what stuff they have. So you've got like a Mandarake, you've got some... Oh, excuse me. Itchy throat. Yeah, Mandarake left pre-owns video games, pre-owns Pokemon cards, or just trading cards in general, like Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff. So I picked this up just as a reminder of my time at Nakano Broadway. That was in Koenji. My ticket for the Tokyo Tower as well, so that'll be in my travel diary along with the postcard. My SIM card, which I'll keep for myself because, you know, again, it goes into that. I went to a couple of record stores because Japan's got really good music as well, really good music scene, so I picked that up. As a pamphlet from I think that's from this was from, I can't remember the name of the music store, but it was a nice record place. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC pamphlet for myself. A map of Kawagoe. So I actually was with my friend, and she was wearing like a yukata and a kimono. So we were both just going around Kawagoe. So I picked up a map in both English and Japanese, which is cool. But the English one is just on the inside. Yes, there's the English one. That's my reminder of Kawagoe. This is when we went to like a cave. I do actually have a picture of us here eating a giant gyoza. Both of us. We didn't buy the actual picture, but I've got a picture from my travel diary. Got a ticket for the travel diary. It really was just a giant cave, and the history behind it was quite interesting as well. So that's just like a pamphlet for that. Some more receipts. We've got Pokemon Cafe, Pokemon Centre receipts as well. Yeah, this bag is just a lot of receipts. This one is... oh, just a newspaper of Megador. So we wanted to go meet my friend Yuka. She's like a big YouTuber. I haven't seen her for a while. She's gone back to Japan, so it's good to see her again. So I went to Megador and picked one up. Screening its music journal. I think these are the posters I have from Japan. Oh, there's another Pokemon pamphlet as well for the upcoming DLC. What are these? What are these? Oh, so these are movie posters as well. So you can pick these up from a regular cinema. So we've got one for Amelie. It's a great film as well. But this is like the Japanese like mini information pamphlet poster. This is... what place was this for? Oh, Ibaraki this was. So for the station for that one, I believe it was, yeah. So, I am tired. I did go see Godzilla -1, so I picked up one of these as well. Little information pamphlet on that. Upcoming film as well, which was quite interesting, so I picked up one of these. I've got Ghost in the Shell one. And then again, just a random pamphlet for like family walks in and around. I believe this was Kichijoji, or at least Tokyo anyway. But I think I picked this up in Kichijoji. I've got a souvenir here for my friends. This is one of the weirdest souvenirs I've ever seen. Weirdest things I've ever seen come together, because I don't know how it happens. But we both play a lot of fighting games. King of Fighters 98 is my favourite game of the whole series. Great, one of my favourite stages as well. I'm not entirely too sure how or why, but we've got Iori, Mature, and I forgot whatever her name is because I'm too tired. But yeah, the King of Fighters, a King of Fighters 98 card box. So he's into Yu-Gi-Oh, and for some reason SNK have a card box. Like SNK aren't even related to card games. So yeah, why they've decided to license out their characters for a card box, I don't know. But my friend, he loves King of Fighters. He loves Iori, and he plays Yu-Gi-Oh! So it was just the perfect souvenir. I don't even know why this thing exists, but it's just too easy as a souvenir to pass up. And for 300N, why not? They also had the other team as well with like Mai and such, but I know he's not into them as much. I could have still bought them anyway, but yeah. These are some gifts from my friends. The Rayquaza artwork is absurd. It's like a Sumida artwork, I believe it was. So yeah, Rayquaza. Yeah, he's a big Pokemon fan. So he gave me this from a few years ago that they hosted in Japan. They had in Japan. So I'm going to be giving those out to a few of my Pokemon friends. I believe that's everything from there. So I'm going to move the Pokemon bag from the out. Sure. So, let's move all the the receipts and stuff out the way. So now we get to the suitcase. Now I went to Japan with just my travel backpack and a rucksack because I didn't really think I'd be buying much. Turns out towards the end, when I got paid and my Wise card was active, I then was like, well, I'm leaving Japan soon, so why don't I pick up a few things? And realizing that I'm actually running out of space, and also not realizing until later on, about 5-6 days before I was about to leave, that on my ticket it says my luggage or baggage allowance was, I was allowed to have 2 big checks and 1 carry-on, which means my big travel backpack with all my clothes in, I could have, there's one, and my carry-on was my backpack, which means I had room to then bring on essentially another large carry-on, a large checked baggage to put in the storage. So at that point I was like, all right, I've got paid from both my jobs, I've got paid for my 3rd job, and let's go do some spending. So obviously I'm into lots of retro video games, but I specifically focus on Xbox 360, GameCube and the Nintendo Switch. So that was when I used that as an opportunity to finally pick up a lot of GameCube games while I was there, because that's my main one, and a couple of Xbox games as well, just because why not. I am extremely happy with some of the stuff that I picked up. It's absurd how cheap this stuff is there, and the fact that they're all just sitting there on the shelf as well. So it was like, all right, we went to a book off and we picked up this suitcase for, I think it was like a pretty shoddy suitcase. I think the issue was that it was slightly dirty, which they completely marked it down to about £5 in total for this mini suitcase. And that's when I was like, okay, so my backpack is full, my big travel backpack is full, and I've got room for an extra checked baggage, so I may as well buy a mini suitcase and just stuff it full of video games. So for the last couple of days I was going to Whatman and Book Off and just buying a shit ton of video games because they were cheap and I had enough money to do so. I've just found those Greninja cards as well, so this is going to be a mix of everything, but I can go for each one anyway. But yeah, this is mostly going to be video games and stuff I picked up in those places, because oh boy did I get a lot. So here are the Greninja sleeves that I said from before as well, like the damage case. These sleeves are incredible. Again, we'll keep that as is. Second-hand trading card, second-hand trading card stores in Japan are great as well. You can get cards extremely cheap, like 100 yen for this card here. So this is a trekking shoes, 100 yen, it's about 70p. That is kind of normal. You can actually get them cheaper if you go to some of the other places where you just pull the tray out and each of the cards are about 33 yen, or about 5p per card, if you will. So I picked up, you'll see loads of these types of things in here as well. So you've got one here, let's see, one here as well. There's quite a few, and these are just stuffed with super cheap cards, but cards I do actually need. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself just yet. Let's go for each one. So we've done the Greninja cards. We'll go through some of the ones I picked up in here, just to have a quick glance. So like trekking shoes, energies, pickaxes, grapple arms, crushing hammers, and claverel. I do need to sort through these as well. These are still sealed because I haven't opened them since I was in Japan. But again, these are just cards I need. Super cheap as well. I don't mind paying 100 yen for these. So let me just zoom in there. So I've got some Claras. I picked up that many, I don't know why. Acerolas, Stadiums for my cast form deck, which is on my channel as well. Oh, so I can use that in actual events. I opened up this one as well. So these, I think these cards are like 33N, so these are super cheap. So Gardenas, Dark Hands. I found a Pokemon Gym card. I've got some Rescue Carrier. Friends of Sinnoh. These had like little sparkle ones, so pick them up. Basculegion for my Sandiger deck. Someone actually traded in a Master Ball Growlithe, and I don't think they knew that because these are extremely rare. So I picked these up. Got some Inteleons, got a 25th Groudon, which I love. Kadabra, again, so Kadabra, because it's the first time Kadabra's come out. Arezu, I actually need this, or Hinatsu, but I do actually need this for my decks. I've got these two, which I want to put inside the Sword and Shield games, because why not? Got a Pikachu, another one with the Master Ball, the Pokeballs, and then I'm also building a Banette deck as well, so I picked them up for that. What else do we have inside here? We've got loads, honestly. Pokemon cards, they're in there, they're stuffed in there somewhere. Oh, here we go, some more cards down the side. And they've all just fallen out. And that is great. Yeah, that's alright, actually I managed to fish them all out. So these cards are actually just junk. These are little clusters that you can buy. I think it's like, I can't actually remember, I think it might be like 100N or something. Or something like that. Or it was like 500N for like a clump of random cards. Literally just common throwaway cards. You don't really care, but I still bought like 2 anyway because they had a few, 2 cards I was actually looking for. And they're probably stuffed in here, to be honest, or at the back or something. No, so yeah, these are all pretty much just junk cards. I don't really care about what's in them, but it's what they came with, because it's you pay for basically, oh yeah, 100N for like a shit ton of cards. Why not? Just to fill out some space, and I can sell these on later anyway. Not for much, but still. I think it was a Mewtwo and an Alakazam, and then I think a Gyarados on the other one. So this is the promo pack from the Digimon movie that I went to, given out for when you went to the film, which is cool. And then we get to some of the video games. So Pokemon Gold, I already have this. It's in like significantly better condition. There's some Pokemon cards in here as well. I forgot about this. This is my cast form deck that I'm building at the moment, plus a few little extras. So cast form, I'm building a deck around this card. It's weak, but it's got an interesting gimmick that I've managed to get working. Promo, part of a set card, another set card. These set switch cards, and there's another cast form. Yeah, so I've got Pokemon Gold here. It's in a mess. There's nothing with it. This cost, I think, like less than a $5, so why not pick up, sell it to someone on eBay? I'm sure somebody here in the West is going to want it, and at least have the box to some degree as well. So I bought it just to sell on eBay. It was extremely cheap. Why not? I'll get my money's worth at least here in the West. One of the last ones I actually picked up in Japan was this, which was a watch. Doesn't fit me. Turns out it's a kid's watch, but it really was. I wanted to just pick one up anyway. Super cheap, really cool. And I got this at the Narita airport. So this is just a nice little collectible for me. You probably can't see it, but it's Greninja, Lucario, and Pikachu. Sorry, not Greninja, Gengar. For my friend, as a souvenir, I picked him up a Japanese version of Live at Reading. Nirvana, this is. So you've got Live at Reading in Japanese. There is Nirvana Live in Japan album, but I couldn't find Live in Japan in Japanese, just English, which is funny, so I've got the Live in Reading, the English album, in Japanese, so, you know, just a neat little souvenir. I found this for you in a record shop. Alright, let's get through some of these games, because I'm excited about this. I don't know, what is this? Oh, this is one of the best things I picked up. It's a random burger money thing. The receipt for the record shop. So this is Nujabes Modal Soul, and I got this from a Disc Union. Disc Union is a chain. You can find these all over the place, but I went there so I can pick up a copy of Nujabes Modal Soul, because I ended up going to his brother's ramen shop in Shibuya called Usagi. That's also on my YouTube channel as well. Be a short video on that. Just my love for Nujabes. I had to pick up a CD and take it to the store and just have my time, very emotional time, and just really enjoy that moment. So yeah, I picked this up from Disc Union, quite cheap as well, which is nice. Nujibes is quite big though, so it can vary. That was second hand. Brand new, will set you back maybe 2000 N roughly. I didn't want to pick up the cassette tape because I don't care about cassette tapes. I'm not that kind of person. Alright, so next up I got a souvenir for a friend. So Dead by Daylight gacha. I think it's Trapper in this. So that was something I picked up for her. GameCube game. Alright, let's do this. So this is Pro-Yaku. Yeah, Powerful Pro-Yaku. Yeah, Pro-Yaku, which is Japanese baseball. Super cheap, 480 yen. I'm not a baseball fan, but it'll look great in my Japanese GameCube collection. So I picked it up. Really cool, very happy with that. I should have also made a list of the GameCube games I had, because they had more GameCube games I could have picked up, but I didn't in the end, just because I don't know. I didn't expect to be buying GameCube games while I was out there, and not realising that they are extremely fucking cheap. I'm so happy with the games that I've got, and it gets better from here as well. So we've got these are all from like Bookman and Whatman as well. So the labels will be different, but you're generally looking at Bookman, Book Off, Hard Off. Not Bookman, Whatman, Book Off, Hard Off, or just random second-hand shops. But generally it's those kind of free stores, because they are absurdly cheap. This is like what, £3, £2.50 I think, for just a Japanese GameCube game I don't have. I think this One Piece game as well on GameCube was only about 100 N I think, so that's like less than £1. Fucking, I still can't get over how cheap this stuff is, and how good the condition is. I do have one Piece game, but I'm pretty sure this is one I don't actually have. If I do, I can always just sell it anyway. But yeah, I know that I've got a pretty decent Japanese GameCube collection, so I didn't want to go too much for that. These are actually my Pokemon cards. There's nothing too special in here. This is literally just my own personal collection that I took with me so I can play with my friend. There's a few. Oh, here we go. Here's those cards I was talking about that came in the set. That came in those big blue blocks of Pokemon cards that you can just play. So this one had. So these are my Pokemon cards, the English ones I took. And then the reason why I bought those 100 yen blue blocks is because I wanted these. So these this is one block, which is Mewtwo and Alakazam. The second block was Gyarados EX and the Vileplume. So for 100 N to get these two at least, it's definitely worth it. Where am I now? So yeah, these two GameCube games, One Piece and baseball. Next up, oh, I can't believe how cheap this is. Oh, this is from Whatman. Again, on my YouTube channel there'll be a video for that. So 1,350 N for white one in the cardboard sleeve, which I didn't even know even existed, but I haven't even opened it yet. I'm sure it's in great condition. It doesn't say that anything is missing, but for that price and how cheap it is, with the Japanese exclusive type sleeve, so you know, I've actually got all the Japanese games now, so except for the DS line onwards, so this is like a good starting point for me, which is cool. Outside of Pokemon Platinum that I have. Yeah, that was really cool, awesome. This is for my friend Dylan. It's a stamp book, handwritten stamp book as well. I want to be careful how I open this. So I got this done in Asakusa because he had one, but I think he lost his. Almost just dropped it then. So yeah, I got that done for him in Asakusa. There's a little souvenir for him. Premium souvenir though, I might add. Help him replace the one that he lost. Although I think he did say he had done quite a few more. This Mario Party, I got this for I think like less than £5, and it is it's got everything inside. Like there's the microphone, there's the game. 480 yen, yeah, so that's like £3 I think I got this for. I don't understand. I'm so baffled at how cheap this stuff is in Japan. It's incredible, and I'm so happy. As a GameCube collector, it means I'm going to go back and pick up a few more for sure, 100%, because this is so bloody cheap, and it only gets better from here as well. We've got a game I didn't even know existed, but this is Lupin the Third. This is pretty cool. It's got everything with it as well, both the discs. But what's cool about this one is that there's actually the manual, but it also comes with these little stickers as well. And because Japan is Japan, everyone looks after their stuff, all the stickers are intact. So I've now got this game I didn't even know existed on the GameCube, Japanese exclusive, Lupin the Third. A show I have actually seen, but I'm not the biggest fan. Definitely a Japanese specific audience. So this was incredible for me to pick up. Funnily enough, I picked this up for about 1,000 yen in Nakano Broadway. This is apparently the worst version that they had, and it is in pretty solid condition. Like, yeah, a little bit of scuffs and marks, but 1,000 yen, and that was still everything complete, and the manual looks that good, and the disc looks that good as well. Because they'd also tell you, by the way, the discs were a bit messed up, but no, these were perfect. And that was 1,000 yen, but this was a C grade. An A grade was like 5,000 yen, and that was like, so yeah, that cost a lot more, but at the same time, if that's a C grade, man, Japan has got incredible standards. I can tell you that much. Like, if that's the lowest and it looks that good, damn. Another Pokemon block down here as well. I think I've opened this. Yeah, this was from the other set. Again, it's just spam cards. There's nothing really in there that I really care about. So that's just a spam block. Xbox 360 games. So I picked this up for about, what, 50p. Fist of the North Star, Idol Master, Gears of War 1 for myself in Japanese. Next up, we picked up a game I've been wanting a long time. So it's a little bit expensive now, 2,700 yen. So that's about £15. This is the Japanese exclusive only Fatal Frame, or Project Zero. So for us in Japan and Europe and Australia, it's Project Zero. But for the reason why I picked this up was because, as I said, it was only released in Japan. However, actually, I believe, I don't know what his role was, but I think this was actually directed by Suda51. So this was definitely one I had to have in my collection as well. Next up, we've got the big one. This is Steins Gate. I got this quite cheap, I believe, as well. I believe this, because I remember when Steins Gate came out, it was a visual novel on the Xbox 360, and this is the first time that this actually was ever released, was on the Xbox 360. So it's surprising to see that people didn't really know that, because usually the Xbox 360's got a shit ton of visual novels, like Robotics Notes, or in this case Steins Gate. So to get this now is pretty neat to have in like my Xbox 360 collection, and again it was super cheap as well, so I picked it up and brought it back with me. For even though the Xbox 360 is region locked, you can play any region game on a Xbox One and Xbox Series X anyway, so this is the main reason why I get it, because now I can start collecting Japanese games for my Xbox 360. Next up, we get to the really good stuff as well, so I'll quickly go over the board games. So this is actually for my friend for his birthday. It's a Pokemon board game, but funny enough, he's a big fan of Oink Games, so I picked this up as well, Oink Games, to add to his collection. But this is actually a Pokemon game that's published by Oink Games, so he doesn't know that it exists. So I picked it up for him for his birthday, and he's probably going to shit his pants. Also got Love Letter for him as well, so it's a Japanese style Love Letter. Love Letter is a really easy game, but it's a Japanese one, so why not? More Xbox 360 games here. This is actually for my friend as well, as a souvenir. So I got Gears of War 1 for him, Gears of War 2, and then Gears of War 3 as well. All of them complete. This one seems really heavy, I don't know why. Oh, the menu's thick as hell. English and Japanese. This is not Japanese, this is Chinese, but it's NTSC-J? Oh, English and Chinese text, English voices, yeah. So it seems like they didn't even really care about this. I was going to say, wait, that's not Japanese. It's NTSC-J though. But still, yeah, Gears of War 1, 2, 3 anyway. So that's for my friend as like a neat little souvenir, like the Nirvana album for my friend. So how about Gears of War? Because he's a big Gears of War fan like myself as well. So these are two current, as I'm recording this video, Pronto do in fact have a promotion on with Pokemon. So if you go to a cafe, a Pronto cafe, and order a certain thing from the item, from the menu item, like a Pokemon item, you can get one of these Pokemon Pronto cards. So Pikachu, Charizard, because those are the two most fucking common mascots ever. Because can't seem to get enough of Charizard. Jesus. And then this one I think is one of my favourites because I think it's Frey Coco sleeping, or like Lazy Pikachu and Lazy Frey Coco. I only recently learned the English names because I played it in Japanese. All right, more GameCube games. This is the big stuff, man. I cannot fucking believe how cheap. It's not funny how cheap, what I purchased and how cheap I got this stuff for. So we're just gonna do it as they're in the box. So the first one, still I haven't packed anything up yet. I didn't do it when I was in Japan, but I'm gonna do it now. Chibi fucking Robo for 2,360 N. That's insane. I can't believe how it was just sitting there on the shelf in a Whatman, and Chibi Robo for basically 20 quid. That's insane. You can't. I couldn't get over how cheap that was. Chibi Robo. That's incredible. I'm so happy I now own that Japanese one as well. Next up, this is the big one, Gotcha Force. So yeah, this is extremely expensive. Obviously, we're getting into like £50 territory. £50 for Gotcha Force though. Jesus fucking Christ, that's incredible. That's honestly amazing. Yeah, bloody hell, this is some real crazy shit right here. I now own Gotcha Force, like the Japanese one on GameCube, for an incredible price. That's amazing. Oh god, it gets better as well. Fire Emblem, I've wanted this game for a long time. There was 2 of these on the shelf. They were 6,000 N each, and I was tempted to pick up the second one just so I can sell it and get my like double the money back, maybe even triple, because this is like what, 50 quid I think I got this for then in total. 50 quid for Fire Emblem on GameCube. That's just, it's, I can't, these three games, oh, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. The fact that I can pick this up for about £1.50 is incredible, but the fact that I'm picking up some of the most valuable, most rarest GameCubes for like 5 times less the price, I couldn't fathom what I was doing. This is just a regular another Pro Yaku game, which add to the collection. Super cheap, why not? I didn't have it, so super cheap, easy to add. But yeah, this is, look at it, this is insane. Absolutely insane. This is just incredible. The price. Chibi Robo, incredible. Gotcha Force, incredible. Fire Emblem. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy with that. And then to top it all off, to finally add to my Zelda collection, Zelda 4 Swords Complete. Nothing wrong with any of this. Got all the stuff. A great price, 30 quid. So yeah, this whole set was just incredible. Everything from that store. Whatman is my place. There'll be a YouTube video on that as well. So I got a pamphlet here from the Jump store, a spare bag, and some Japanese posters. And then finally, to top it all off, from my friend, I picked up these, which was in a book off in Shonandai, and these are just Japanese movie poster, information booklets. So I'll open up one in a minute. So we've got Forrest Gump. I picked these up for Forrest Gump, Axl Rose, Beverly Hills Cop, sorry, Top Gun, and Dirty Harry in the Deadpool as well. So I picked them up. So these are quite interesting because I've never seen these here in the West. But these are like Japanese information. How do you open this? It's still sealed as well. So I don't think I'll do the Ghostbusters one. I'll let her open them up. No, I think they've been resealed from the company. I think the Forrest Gump one is open. Is it open? No, it's not. Yeah. Yeah, so Ghostbusters. There was a Terminator 2 one, but when I went back there again, it disappeared. But yeah, look at this. Pretty cool. Ghostbusters, like in pamphlet stuff about the story and that, and the behind the scenes in Japanese. You know, again, I like the idea of giving gifts to friends of like, here's something neat and interesting in Japanese rather than like a generic souvenir that nobody's really going to give a shit about. So here's Ghostbusters movie booklet thing in Japanese. So yeah, that is everything. That is everything that I got from Japan. There's a few little things as well from like friends and stuff, but nothing that is worth like putting out there on a video. Probably because it's a bit more personal, sentimental stuff as well. But yeah, that was my spoils from Japan.